today's in-studio guest is multi-talented artist Fauna Nicole, who's a singer, lyricist, recording artist, model, actress, multi-talented. We want to welcome you,
Wonderful.
Fauna.
Guys, it's really nice being here.
Well,
I'm so happy.
And let this not be the last time. So let me begin by saying, where did you grow up at?
So I grew up in a little small place called, well, it's not actually too small, but it's small compared to LA. I grew up in New York.
New York. Okay.
Not the city.
New York State.
In New York
The
State.
state.
Wait, which part?
Every time I say New York, people already just assume, they're like, so you're one of the ones coming from the city to LA. No, I'm from like Rochester. So it's, it's near Lake Ontario. It's very cold. It's very cold. Definitely different than this. But yeah, I grew up in Rochester. We're known for like the lilac flowers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the Lilac Festival.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And George Eastman House is right around there too. Big film and theater.
That's fantastic.
Came out there. Yeah, it's a great little hometown to grow
So
up in.
basically, what brought you to California?
Oh my goodness. Well, ever since I was young, I just always wanted. I felt like I was like a flower child, I was like literally flower child at Flowers Everywhere in Rochester, but I wanted more. Like I wanted that hippie kind of like Beatles, Mamas and Papas vibe where I just wanted to be out where the creative people were. I feel like out here is so much of a creative mecca.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm hearing you say that, but you're so young. I mean, how old were you when you were listening to the Beatles and the Mama and Papa?
This is why I was the outcast in my school, guys. There were people, kids can be vicious sometimes and bullies, and to like someone who likes older kind of music from the 60s and the 2010s. It's weird. You're like the weird kid.
That was music.
Would you say that you learned about the 60s movement, the counterculture, and all of that through the music that you really liked?
I don't know if it was the music first or my very bizarre obsession with John F. Kennedy growing up. So I don't know what came first, if it was Kennedy or if it was the Beatles, because my mom she loved the Beatles. We had the one album, the red one.
Wow. So maybe in studying about JFK, you learned I
learned about peace a lot. I learned about how he was very anti-war, and that's actually a lot of the hippies. They always sing about anti-war.
Well, at that particular time is when I was over in Vietnam. Yeah, that whole era. Yeah.
Oh, so there was the protest against the war was huge.
Yeah.
Against the Vietnam War, and Mr. OG went to the Vietnam War, but he didn't like it, so he was able to get out of it. Growing up, were you interested in music when you were growing up and the arts?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where I was at, my hometown, like we did have a very big like theater game going on. It was like that classic high school vibe where it's like the sports people versus like the theater people. And I never understood why there had to be a competition. But I was like, whatever, so leaning to the way of like the arts and theater that's kind of where I gained that want to just be on stage. I have a lot of musical theater background, so I did like Once on This Island, Guys and Dolls. Those are just some of them, but I've also done like plays. So I don't know. Yeah, I've always loved music and acting, entertainment. Like me and my sisters, we would like always we would do this thing, like we'd watch America's Got Talent, like with the models, and America's Next Top Model too, and we would just like put on little shows, and like we'd take pictures of each other like pretending we're models. And I'm just really blessed to feel like I'm here, I'm doing it.
That is
You liked
really,
it?
oh, I love it. I love it. And it's just,
Oh.
it triggered my imagination.
Good. I want you to get lost in it. I
Yeah,
want you to hear something that you maybe haven't heard
Beautiful.
before, kind of.
it's a song that needs to be out there. We basically that would be a great mental health project, a peace project. That can be promoted all over.
The lyrics are about peace, no more separation, no more war. My favorite lyric in the song is people always compare, just keep going nowhere. They keep moving their heads to the same old song. And I think I'm really an advocate for mental health in my music. And I think the best thing to do to just navigate the world is to stop comparing yourself to others. And that's kind of like, I need to be reminded too.
Well,
sometimes in that song, when I'm singing it, I'll be reminded.
Mental health is like the number one thing right now. And so, thank you so much for having the passion to be able to uplift these people.
Yeah.
So take us on that. And it's tell me more about how you basically, you know, how you basically captured within yourself the ability to bring healing to the world. And we really love that.
Yeah.
That's pretty dynamic.
Thank you.
And it's needed more and more than yeah.
Well, I'm actually still on a journey. So, like, by all means, I'm also still learning, like, about who I am. I had kind of an upbringing where I was kind of like squandered to fit into a certain little box, and that weirdness, quirkiness was looked down upon. And so I think helping heal with the children, I think that's really important. I thought it would be teaching, but after about a year of like city year, I was like, oh no, this isn't actually for me. I don't think I can teach. Like teachers, I have so much respect for them, for what you guys
Yes.
do too, like working with children. It's beautiful and hard though.
What was the age of those kids?
I worked with third graders.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, oh. It's just a lot. It's just so much light and unboundable energy, which you don't want to bind it. But like sometimes you see like certain teachers, their teaching methods aren't necessarily to help the child thrive and to be who they are, And so I wanted to help change that, but I knew it was just too big of a spaghetti to like unspaghetti. And so I was like, you know what? I think I need to put the brakes on this. So I kind of just wandered through life for the next like 6 years, not really knowing what I wanted to do. I went to college. I got 4 associate's degrees, all of which I am not using. So college isn't even like the answer. I think a lot of kids feel like they have to do it, and they don't. They don't have to do it. I have 4 degrees, which I don't use.
Yeah, we basically do share the importance of graduating or a career.
Yes, that part.
Career, and you can get a career and be very successful on it, and also be able to bless the world with it.
Exactly. College is the answer for many students.
Some it is.
Yeah.
Others, there's careers. So to let these kids dream, let them imagine. One of the things that caught my attention many years ago was I was living at my condo, and it rained, and the following day I went to jump on the car to a business meeting, and I saw these 2 young kids, probably about 4 or 5 years of age, and they literally had aluminum Coke cans, and they squashed them, and they turned them into like trucks.
Oh.
And then in the mud, they developed their own freeways, and there they were on it. I just kicked back and I was looking at them, and they were dreaming. And these guys are architects. These guys are
dreamers,
dreamers, absolutely.
Dreamers, 100%.
So what you're bringing to the forefront, through your music, it's dynamic. There's people that'll be listening, and you basically want to know who will listen and who will be touched by it.
Exactly.
So,
And, you know, speaking to that point, I did just feel like I should say, like, Peace Come Back to Me really is truly about if you don't have that peace in your heart, if you don't have the ability to just, one of the lyrics is, Peace come back to me, my life, my everything, love come back to me, my peace of mind to become free. So what I'm saying mainly is just, if your brain is the
right.
spaghetti,
Yeah. Scattered.
it's scattered, you're not able to attain peace properly or your life properly because you're going to think everything's just exterior.
Yeah, and also, you know, it's what you take in, you know. I do a class called GIGO.
Jigo.
GIGO.
Jigo.
GIGO. Garbage in and garbage out. Okay, so
Garbage in, garbage
so
out.
what I've done is I flipped it. You know, I teach the young people the GIGO, you know, journey, which is garbage in and garbage out. Picking it up since you were born, even when you were in your mother's womb, what you hear, what you take in. And so I flipped it then to GIGO, GIGO, greatness in and greatness out.
Oh.
And so because if
Wow.
you have peace of mind,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can focus. You can focus. And I'll tell many young people, if somebody comes into your house, a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring a garbage can, and they just dump all the garbage in your living room. You're not going to allow that to happen. You're not going to let that happen. You know, that's your mama's house.
Mm-hmm.
That's your house. You grew up in this house, right? Well, people don't look at it, but many people, they're around a lot of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of music that's garbage. A lot of, you know, movies that are garbage. You know, just negative stuff. You know, and so you grow up with that mindset.
Yeah.
So once you begin to understand that greatness is doing something beautiful for the less fortunate. So that means that you have to develop and work on your platform,
Mm-hmm.
which would be music, movie making, animation, you know, books, you know, storytelling. Days you don't really hear such positive stuff, you know,
Mm.
and I love the fact that, you know, not only that, the voice is awesome too.
Aw,
You know,
thank you.
your
I use
your
minimal
talent is
minimal auto tune. I'm
beautiful.
classically trained about 10 years, so I try to let that shine through, and I don't like the auto tune scene. It's not my thing.
Did you ever think, as a young person,
Yeah.
that you would be doing this?
I had high hopes for myself. I didn't really know what I was gonna do, and it took a long time for me to kind of find out what I was gonna do.
So you know, it's music. Like it's you're communicating through music,
Yeah,
and
precisely.
that is so
Yeah.
so important. You know, listening to the lyrics. You know,
Mm.
I yeah, I fell in love with the works of the Beatles.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
really did. You know, I was able to because they were lyricists. They wrote all their songs.
Their music is like poetry.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just, oh my gosh, Paul McCartney. Everybody else had like crushes on the Twilight people. I was like, but Paul McCartney, they're like, who that?
Yeah, um, and okay, so I'm saying all this, and we're talking about
Yeah.
because of the lyrics, words. Words are so powerful. They'll make you or they'll break you.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they'll
know.
make you or they'll break you.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I listen to the lyrics after a few times, like of just a random song that I'm bopping to. It's fun, it's great, bada bing, bada boom, right? But then I listen to like the lyrics, or I read it, and I'm like, oh, oops, I've been putting this on repeat for like 10 times in a row, but I didn't actually realize what I was singing. And I think people really need to pay more
Sure,
attention with that kind of stuff for
absolutely.
mental health purposes.
Well, I mean, you know, even for the children, I mean, you know, it's what are like right now the teenagers, what are they listening to? What are they really into? You know, and you know, we're having some crisis right now with our young people, you know, and you know we need more people that can speak truth through peace, and that's really something that, as I was saying, in Spanish is PAZ, paz.
Paz.
Positive attitude zone in your dome.
Positive attitude zone. Paz. I love it.
Paz.
I
Yeah, peace.
absolutely love it.
I mean, it's true. You know,
I'm gonna write that on my
you know,
Instagram tonight.
You know, it's so true when people begin to speak to you hope. You know.
Yes.
I consider myself and Julie hope producers. We're dream builders, and that's my mission. You know, my mission when I wake is okay. Let me set my mindset here. You know, I need to push. You know, that hope producer element within me throughout the day. You know, tell the audience how they can. What would you say to a young girl that's 14 years of age, and at the moment, she's still wondering what road she should take?
I would
Give me
say
three pointers.
okay, yeah. I would say don't let me think. Hold on. I definitely would say don't judge yourself too harshly because, growing up when you're like 14, that's like you're right in the middle of that puberty thing. So it's
You're
like
right. You're
you're right there. And, you know, if you start down the negative path of judging yourself when you're 14, I think that it really just spirals into adulthood. At least that's what happened with me. So I wish I could tell myself even like, just stop judging yourself. So that would be one. Another one would be yourself. Even if you're really weird, be yourself. Like, don't try to cover it. Don't try to be something you're not, because then, just
Don't
down
be
the
a
line.
follower.
Yeah,
Be
don't be a
you.
follower. Just be you.
Mhm.
And, maybe your weirdness is actually your superpower.
Oh, that's good.
Like, there's so many people here in this world now who are just the same. Why would you want to be the same, But then again, who am I to say? Because I'm still trying not to be the same as everyone else. So, I would say that to, you could be weird if you want, just be yourself, And then a third point would be to a 14-year-old girl, love yourself. Yeah. I would say love yourself.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Because I think if you don't love yourself when you're young, it like all of the rest, it will continue on until adulthood. You'll look for other things to give you love, but you will not be able to love yourself. And I think if children know that, the sooner the better. Because I just think they'd be so much happier. I think,
So
hopefully that makes sense and wasn't
no,
too much of a Debbie
it's
Downer moment. Oh my
very,
goodness.
very,
That's
that's
great.
good stuff. So what is in the burner at the moment? What are you working on?
I have about 7 more songs that are going to be released for the next 7 months. So super excited about them. And then after that, I've got a cover album coming out where I do some cover songs from Rihanna to Gaga to All American Rejects. So I have a little bit of a range there. And then I'll also do a cover from Chester Bennington. He's Linkin Park singer. Very, very awesome with his ways of communicating his lyrics through his music in a really powerful way. So, yeah, I have a cover album coming out. And then what else do I got going on? I've been modeling more.
And
working on fashion.
You're working with fashion. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, I'm taking my New York fashion sense and bringing it into a LA kind of a fluid look. Like this outfit right here is very it's like New York chic. It's like a little pen skirt, but it also has this twist of LA with the jewelry and the hair being very spunky. It's just I'm trying to mix this kind of business attire mixed with like hippie kind of vibe.
Sure.
I don't know. Is it working? I mean, maybe.
No, I mean that's fantastic. You're allowing your imagination to begin to shine.
Just like those kids with the little pop cans.
Yeah, I mean that's
We're coming to the end of our show. We really want to thank you, Fauna Nicole, for being our guest here on the Mr. OG Show at KQBH Community Radio. And our in-studio guest is multi-talented artist Fauna Nicole. Fauna, can you share your information and how people can follow you or listen to your music?
Of course, yeah. So, y'all can follow me at, I have a few different
It's okay.
avenues.
Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Okay. Instagram is just at faunanicole _music. And that's FAUNA Nicole _music. And then I have a YouTube channel. I just got to 148 subscribers today. I was at 146 yesterday, so please subscribe and watch some of my stuff. It's gonna be at just Fauna Nicole Music, no underscores or anything. Fauna Nicole Music. I will be releasing like my actual lyric videos and my music videos soon, so people can jump on YouTube to see it. I also have a lot of kind of like behind the scenes content there, so people feel like they can see more of me. I'm in the process of also getting my tattoos removed. Poor decision when I was young, but I'm getting some of my tattoos removed, so if people want to see that too, they can jump on my YouTube and see. But yeah, I also have a Reddit and X starting soon, but follow me on Instagram and I'll post about that. Yeah, that's I think that's about it right there.
Thank you.
Oh, and then my Spotify obviously is just Fauna.
Spotify.
Yeah, that's just Fauna Nicole, FAUNA Nicole. Hear all my music, listen to the healing lyrics.
We'll have to have you back again because I
Sure.
know you're recording new music, and so you can give an update again. So, Mr. OG, thank you all for listening
Yes.
today, and we'll be back again next week. We're going to leave you with Fauna Nicole again, The
And-
Rain Inside.
Yeah, and I'm Mr. OG. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you
every
so
one of you.
much.
And remember, as I've always have said, if no one's laughing at your dream, it's not big enough. Keep dreaming, baby. Keep dreaming.
Yes,
Wow.
dreamers.
We're leaving you with The Rain Inside by Fauna Nicole.
Thank you, guys.
I've been trying to avoid thinking about it. All this time, I've been trying not to let myself ask why. Why the first time I saw him, he reminded me of someone I know.
Always wondering what's been thundering up there. Cold air. Feel like you keep falling down. Pick you up from the lost and found right now. No one's around. Has life ever drug you so far down? You feel like you can't get up. Push through the rain inside. Don't stay the same.
Is everything that you said to me just a lie? Answer me!
I don't like the way you tear yourself
I'm sorry, Ichigo.
apart.
I am not Zangetsu.
You feel like no one can understand your heart, always on the run. Be strong, you're the one to fix all of it. Feel like you keep falling down, but you know where you can be found here and now. Sun surround sound. Has life ever drug you so far down? You feel like you can't get up. Push through the rain inside. Don't stay the same. I don't like the way you're staring at the rain. It's like you think it's what's giving you the pain.
Wait till I get him! I still need you!
Ichigo, you've become strong. Now I'm happy to leave, knowing you can stand on your own.